Hey, for Chapter 13, we're talking about how companies motivate their employees. And once again, I'm going to shell out Publix because I know them best and I know how they motivate people pretty well. Um, so basically, if you plan on staying at Publix your whole life, then they have a lot of options and they do advertise them right off the bat. You have an option for a 401k, you have a ton of benefits. You can get up to 3 weeks of vacation, maybe more, depending on what level of management you're in. At one point, they'll just give you stock. The main thing that they advertise, I would say, is that um, I wouldn't say they're the only company, but one of the only companies that distributes their stock 100% to their employees. You just get it. They'll just give it to you after a while and it'll start building up. And you have the option to invest more, obviously. Um, but if you're planning on staying with the company, they have a lot to offer. Another big thing is getting promoted. They love to advertise that if you work hard and if you do things right, you can get promoted fairly quickly. The thing about Publix is, though, if you're not planning on staying with the company, then you don't really have much to look forward to. If you're just part time, you're not going to get any of that money. You're not going to see anything like benefits. Um, you're not going to get a whole lot in terms of anything besides your hourly wage. Um, so I would say that there, I would say it works. It works for people who are planning on staying, and that's part of their strategy. They want to retain people that will want to stay, and they want to spend all of their time and efforts and money fostering them instead of people that they think will leave after a few months. And you can't really blame them, but my personal thoughts on this are that I don't think that they necessarily treat people right who are part-time workers who don't want to be with the company forever. Um, I think it's a little greedy to try and only offer those sort of benefits to people that are going to stay because there are always going to be people that work for Publix that don't want to be there forever. And I think that there's such a high turnover rate because those people just aren't treated right. They have nothing to look forward to when they go into work other than a pretty meager paycheck. And if they're not moving through management, then there's nothing really going for them. And there are certainly jobs that don't lead to management where you can be paid pretty well. But again, if you're not planning on staying with the company, you're not really going to see that. So I would say it works. They have some pretty great benefits for, upper management and full-time staff and people who are planning on staying. Um, I just don't really think that it's very beneficial for people that don't want to stay. And I don't really agree with that. I think that there should be low level rewards or benefits or any sort of compensation for those kinds of people because otherwise there's just nothing really going for it. So that's all for Publix and how they motivate their employees. One other thing that I'll add is every few months we get a cookout. Um, I guess that does something. I'm not sure if it motivates people, but I think that the goal is to motivate people. Anyway, that's all for Publix. Thanks.